What's going on out there, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. Let's get right into it. Whenever you guys get to any setup, please allow it a few ticks so it can do what it do. All right. Not sure if you guys, how long you guys been around, things like that. But I remember, back when the DC versus Marvel jump off, it was colossal. And this is what we got here today, baby. Okay, he's back, new format. Don't really think he went anywhere. I just think he took a pause. Not really familiar with his name, but shout him out for this one. Now, he also has a mini version, okay, of this particular setup. So if you guys are running those small devices and things like that, and you can't go too hard, he does have a mini version in the Wiz. Now, I want you guys to understand, I do the things that I do, so I can get this stuff out here. I know a lot of people ask me why this and why that. If you was doing what I was doing, you wouldn't even be asking those questions. Okay? There's some, things are very different on this platform now. I'm going to go through it. The first thing I want to actually do, okay, is actually change the time. What I'm actually going to do is going into system, and I'm going to go to interface. Okay, and what I want to do is go to regional. And instead of UK 24, I'm just going to put it on USA 12. That'll change the time up. All right. Now, there are widgets here. Okay, all you got to do is press up for the widgets. Like I said, I'm really glad people are starting, these guys are starting to make sections just for without the bread. Okay? So we got the Oath and Asgard and Go To in the sub menu. And you guys do have sub menus and got your widgets. And everything's ready to go. I'm glad he came back because this was always a good joint. Remember one time I got some heat on it because one of the subs gave me some heat, and I'm glad they did because I actually didn't know how much work went into, some of this stuff. So shout out everybody that contributes also. Not gonna really take too many ticks on this one. Okay, let's go to skin settings. I'm actually thinking he already had enable autocomplete on. Oh, and he does. Now, if you guys get to a skin like this and you're looking for autocomplete, it's best to just start from the bottom, okay? Because you can go through a lot in this. Background speed, you can set the background speed. Oh, okay. Kind of like that. What is this? Is this? Let's see what this is. But let's go in the system. Okay, it's First thing I like to do is go on into this and make sure everything's up and ready to go. That's very important, people. Make sure, when you get to a setup, I know sometimes it might get exciting and you might just want to get right into what you want to get into. But you want to make sure everything's updated, okay? What I want to focus on here is video player input stream. Now you can get both of these, the input stream adaptive and the RTMP input. I would recommend you guys long pressing it and you're getting the information. Okay, now this will be disabled when you get it. Just go ahead and enable it And for the RTMP input, what you want to do is go to install from repo and then go to all repos. And once you're in all repos, go right back to the video player input stream. You'll see this. Just go on and get back to the video player input stream, and you'll see the RTMP input here. Go ahead and enable it. You do not have to restart. It will enable. Okay? For me, it did. Sometimes you might have to restart it. Okay? I've seen, sometimes you get it in a blink and it won't be there, and it might take a day or two to actually show up. But for me, I know when the RTMP input and the input stream adaptive is here, just because I've been working with it so long, I can tell how it's moving. I can tell a lot of things by the way the actual setup is moving when you're picking things. Or playing things. Let me say playing things. Alright. Not trying to take too many ticks on this one, y'all. Next thing we going to is player. And for this, you want to always make sure you're on expert, okay? You can be on advanced and do what I'm doing, but just make sure you're on expert. Always keep a mental picture of all of this, just in case if you get to another setup, and you'll be able to tell if something doesn't look right. Okay. Now what we focusing on here is enable HQ scalers for scaling above. Me personally, I like to have mine on 100 for all the devices 3 gigabytes and up. I'm currently on the Shield. For my medium devices, Fire TVs and Cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, I like to have it on about 50 or 60. And for your small end devices like your sticks, etc., like to kind of have it on 20 or 30. Now it does come in on 20, but I like to bump it up to 30. And you can actually see what this is all of this stuff is for. Just reading down below, you can see it. Okay. But always get used to checking this section out, people. You don't want to have something tuned up for your device, and you don't want to have something over-tuned for your device. And get to know your device, people, especially if you have more than one. Know which one can do what, okay? Again, like I said, I'm not going to take too many ticks on this one. What we're going to do now is just go straight into the Wiz. Okay, once we get into the Wiz, as you can see the name of the setup here. Okay, what I want to actually do is go into maintenance. And once I go into maintenance, I want to go to cleaning tools first. And I just want to get a total cleanup. Let's clean all. Alright. Now once we clean all, what I want to do is go into system tweaks and fixes. Okay. And once we get into system tweaks and fixes, what I want to actually do is go into quick configure advanced settings. Okay. Now for me, I actually like to bump my video cache size up all the way. I leave my curl time out, low speed alone. And I like to go to my read buffer factor and bump that all the way up to 10. And for my buffer mode, I like to keep it on 1. Now it comes in on 2. I like to go with 1. Okay. Now once that's done, whatever you should choose to do, just don't forget to write the file. And once you write the file, you will be able to view your settings here. But there's nothing else for you to do now but just restart your setup, people. Now once you have restarted your setup, you should have a decent experience. Okay. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe, but most of all, comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, people. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace.